Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the second hour of Ozarks Fox AM. We are not in studio. We are live from Monett on Broadway. I'm Maddie Conklin.
And I'm Jeremy Rabe. And to kick things off, how about we do a little song and dance on Broadway? Look, we're performing on Broadway.
We were off Broadway, now we're on.
Now we're on. Look, we've made it officially.
Hey, high five to us.
We made it,
We did
guys.
it.
So excited to be here in celebration of the 11th annual Monett Repurpose Fair Festival happening this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, right down here. If you're on Broadway, if you take a look at the new pavilion, you'll see it, and that is where all the action will be happening.
I know. Can you believe it? 11 years.
Wow.
And you've been a part of it for 10.
For 10, and I'm only 9 years old, so how did that even happen?
How does it even happen?
Know.
Hey, I think we have a very special guest
Yes.
that needs to be introduced. Without further ado, let's bring in Monett Mayor Randy Burke, who also just happens to be the birthday boy. Happy birthday, Randy.
Thank you. My first day on Medicare. I'm happy about that.
There you go.
Do we need to call you Your Honor, Your Excellency?
Randy will work for this.
Okay, just checking.
Now, what does being the mayor of Monett entail for you, Randy?
Well, it's quite a bit. It's the town, it's development, and it's really looking to the future. And I'm looking about 10 years in the future. And we're in beautiful downtown Monett. And when I grew up here, this was the center of the community. And you can see with the pavilion, and you can see with some of the efforts around here, a lot of people want to bring it back. I do too.
So, being the mayor, that sounds like such a big, huge job. What does it tell day to day, and then what are your plans long term? Because I know I was talking to Ann, you've only been on the job 4 months. She says you really are looking forward. Can you tell us any plans you have for the future?
Well, the big things are revitalizing downtown. And the other thing is coming up with a 20-year plan. We don't have one right now. And that's going to include all the things that we've been talking about and make sure it fits together. We've got the budget, and then we move in a direction. And Monett is a wonderful place, wonderful people down here, and I think it's ready to take off.
Yeah.
What would you say is your favorite thing about the Repurpose Fair that has been happening for the past 11 years?
Well, first of all, repurpose. I mean, that's essential, you know, with the environment and that sort of thing. But what I like about it is it brings a lot of people down here. Okay, and this is a place to celebrate. You've seen the pavilion, and later on it will be certainly a repurpose fair, but it will also be much more than that. So come on down to Monett and see us.
Okay, so let's say somebody hasn't been to Monett. What would you tell them about the lifestyle of Monett? Is it good for families? Are you seeing an increase in people moving here, and what kind of businesses you have to offer? Well,
Certainly we have the manufacturing sector that's unique out here. It's been around, and that's kind of the backbone. But I'd like to see high-tech stuff. Jack Henry is headquartered here. I knew Jack Henry, by the way.
Really?
And I would like to see more of the higher tech support what we've got here. And labor is really the issue. Family issues, I'd certainly want that. And if we can do more downtown, more things to do, I would certainly like to see that, to make it more family friendly.
Yeah. It's so crazy that you're planning for 20 years ahead, because everyone's like, what's the 5-year plan? But you're thinking 20. So any tidbits that you can give us for what could be 20 years here in Monett?
Well, 20 years, we've already talked revitalizing downtown and bring in higher tech industries. You know, we don't want to compete with the manufacturing sector there. And then make sure we have adequate housing to house because we have a lot of jobs here in Monett.
Yeah.
And so make sure they're housing. They don't have to come from somewhere else. I want them to live in Monett and enjoy Monett.
Is it growing? Are people moving here?
Not in big droves, no. We had a big population spurt between 2000 and 2010, and that's why we need this new plan to adjust to that. Okay.
Yeah, it's so quaint. It's such a great town. We've loved coming here, learning about the history. And coming up, by the way, we have another tour of the History Museum. Things are always happening here in Monett. Yes. I can't wait for you to get your mind blown. Because
I know.
So many things have happened here in Monett. Mr. Mayor, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you. Best of luck to you. You know, it's not an easy job. Not an easy job.
Thank you much.
And
You're
happy
very
birthday.
welcome.
Oh, thank you.
And happy birthday. We support you. Thank you so much for all you do for Monett.